Welcome everybody to some more Call of Duty Black Ops 4. In today's video, I've got a little bit of a story to tell you guys. And normally when I say story, it sounds like this happened a long time ago, but actually this happened this morning, and it's been going on for, I'd say, the past week or two. And I'm pretty sure that I've come to a resolution with this story, and I'm ready to actually talk about it, and I just think this is fucking phenomenal. You guys already read the title. This is the story of how I almost got scammed. Now, the last time I talked about a scam story was when I got scammed out of buying weed. Now, I can't really be mad because I was doing something illegal as well. However, this is a situation where I was going to actually receive money from somebody because I was going to sell them something. Recently, I decided that I was going to get rid of some of the junk in my trunk. Basically, I just wanted to get rid of stuff that I wasn't using, things that I didn't need. You know, might as well pick up the money for these items while they have some sort of value. They don't have any value to me, so I figured I was going to get rid of them. And one of those things I was going to get rid of was a guitar. I have a guitar that I've had for about 2 years now. It was given to me as a gift, and I have no purpose for it. I don't actually use it for anything. I've tried playing it a few times, but I can never really find the dedication. It's just, you know, playing guitar isn't really my thing. I tried to make it my thing, but I just couldn't ever really find the motivation to play guitar, so I figured, you know, instead of holding on to this hope that one day I'm just gonna find some inspiration to play guitar, I was just like, fuck it, just gonna sell it, get the money for what it's worth, and, you know, go about my day. And in Ireland, there's actually a specific app you can download called Done where you could just put on anything that you want to sell, and it's basically the Irish version of like eBay or Craigslist or something like that. Not that we don't have eBay, we do have eBay, but you know, I just figured it's better for me to use this app. I've used this app many times, never had problems. You know, it's really simple because it's specifically made for Ireland. A lot of the times you could just meet up with these people and make the transaction in person, which is what I personally prefer. I'm not a fan of like mailing things to people and stuff like that. I don't know, for me it just seems really complicated, even though I've done it before and it really isn't that complicated. But I just get scared when it comes to like mailing people shit. I don't know, I'm fucking weird. But anyway, I had this guitar for a while and I figured I'm gonna sell it, so I put it up for €100. I figured I was gonna go high. €100 is kind of pricey for a very, very old guitar, but it's in perfect condition, so I figured might as well go high. Somebody tries to negotiate down, you know, I'll work on it. Now, in case you guys don't know how Done Deal works, you can have your own profile on the app and just message people or call people or whatever. There's no need to like email anybody or anything like that. You could just send them a message straight from the app, so it's very convenient. However, eventually after having that ad up for some time with my guitar and everything like that, you know, I had pictures, I had the price up there, I had my own phone number, everything that you would need to contact me. Eventually I got an offer from somebody who was willing to buy it for the price that I asked for, €100, but they ended up emailing me, which I thought was kind of strange, but I figured, you know, not a big deal. So me and this person are going back and forth, and I'm gonna be popping up some of the emails on screen. Not that I'm gonna like reveal any personal information about myself. I don't really give a shit about this person, to be honest. If I end up showing anything personal from this email, I don't really think I could, because this is a scammer after all. Of course, they're not going to be using their personal details. And if they do, well then this is just an easier way for them to actually get in trouble for this, because they did actually try to scam me, and I know for a fact they tried to scam me. But anyway, this person was emailing me, and they told me that they couldn't actually come and pick up the guitar because they were going away. They were going to Sweden, I believe. And so they needed this guitar as soon as possible, but they couldn't actually come to pick it up, so I would need to mail it to them, and I would also need to receive the payment through PayPal. Now, I'm kind of sketchy with PayPal because, in case you guys don't know, with PayPal, you can actually send a payment, have it pending, and then when the payment is pending, you can actually retract it. But anyway, me and this person are ironing out the details. I have no reason to think that this is sketchy in any way, shape, or form, because they seemed pretty legit. They were talking to me about how it's gonna go, and I didn't actually see anything suspicious, bar the fact that they were emailing me, but I figured, you know, whatever, it's just another form of communication. I didn't really see a big deal to it. And I gave them my PayPal and everything, and they said they were going to send the payment, and if they sent the payment fully through PayPal and I had the money, I would have sent them what they paid for. They told me where to ship it to and everything, but eventually something became very suspicious to me. They asked me for my PayPal and I asked them for theirs, and eventually I sent a money request so that they would pay. And eventually, once they pay the amount, there is something sort of suspicious about the whole transaction. First of all, they did pay it, but it was pending. The whole transaction was pending for some reason. They didn't actually send over the money. So supposedly the funds had left their account, but PayPal was holding on to them. But anyway, before we actually get to that part, I'm gonna go through the email that they sent me after they had sent the quote-unquote payment, because this whole thing just seemed a little bit fishy to me. Anyway, I'm gonna grab my iPad over here and we're gonna go through this together, and I'm gonna pop it on screen and everything. But anyway, I get an email from this person who supposedly goes by the name of Aubrey Al Albert. And we emailed back and forth before we actually got to this conclusion, but they sent me an email and they say, I just completed the transfer and you would have received confirmation from PayPal. Now, the first thing I notice is that is a little bit weird. How do you know that I got a confirmation from PayPal? But this wasn't really enough for me to think that this was just an overall scam, because, you know, whatever, maybe they've been through this a few times and they know that people do receive confirmation emails when they actually send them to PayPal and stuff like that. Once they send the payments through, maybe they know that the person who actually receives the payment will get a confirmation from PayPal. So I was like, okay, seems a bit suspicious that they just automatically knew that I got a confirmation, but whatever. And the way this person organized this whole thing is that they were going to pay for the guitar and they were also going to pay for the shipping. Because they were all the way over in Sweden, I think, they were going to pay for somebody to pick up the guitar in person, and that there was going to be a fee associated with this that they were supposedly going to pay. Or what they're alluding to is that they were going to pay me back after I had paid the fee for the pickup. So I had to send them my address. Now, I didn't send them my full address. I didn't send them the apartment number that I lived at, because I just don't want to send some random person exactly where I live. I told them like the area and the block and stuff like that, but not the exact number, because didn't really feel like that was safe. But anyway, we had already arranged that they were going to send somebody out to pick up the guitar and then it's going to be transferred over to her and stuff like that. So she continues with the email and goes, so I want you to send me the address where the pickup would be made, and I made an additional payment of 150 euro for the shipping agent pickup fee, and I'm sure you noticed that. That was a huge red flag immediately when I noticed that. Who the fuck is going to spend 250 euro on a guitar? I know that the guitar itself was 100 euro and it's only the shipping itself that is 150, but at that point, why don't you just buy a guitar from Sweden? Who the fuck would buy a guitar and then pay 150 euro on top of that for fucking shipping? That just gave me a huge red flag. I was like, if that were me, I would just give up on the whole transaction. I'm not paying more than the actual product for the shipping. That just seems fucking ridiculous, but they were just completely okay with it. So that was an immediate red flag to me, and I was just like, there is something wrong here. I need to figure out what's going on. And by the way, when I checked my PayPal, it was only 100 euro sent. It wasn't 250 euro, but I had received an email that we're going to get to that does actually say I received 250 euro, or quote unquote received 250 euro. But anyway, as I said, we'll get to that. Continuing with the email, they say, according to PayPal's policy, you'll have to send the extra amount to the shipping company headquarters through Western Union and then send the Western Union money transfer information to PayPal for verification, so that the total amount of 250 euro can be released into your PayPal account and the transaction can be finalized. So basically what they're trying to get at is that I am going to go to Western Union, pay the fee out of my own pocket, send that verification over to PayPal, and PayPal is going to pay the money from this person over to me after I had paid it out of my own pocket. Now, if that doesn't sound fishy to you, I don't know what the fuck will sound fishy to you. And then they finish off the email by saying, here's the info you need to send the fee to the shipping agent through Western Union. Note, it has been requested from the shipping agent that MoneyGram or Raya will be quick access because of the location. And I actually did a little bit of research on Google. I was searching up, you know, PayPal and Western Union and how exactly do they work together and stuff like that. And pretty much every single source on Google that I found talking about this whole thing of Western Union and PayPal and having to pay Western Union first said that it's a scam. Don't fucking go through with it. It's a scam. Don't fucking do it. And so I was just like, what the fuck? If Google and everybody else on like forums and stuff like that is saying that this is a scam, maybe I should be, you know, suspicious about this. And on those forums, they specifically said that if it is asked of you to pay through MoneyGram, it is a scam, 100%. And so at this point, I'm just like, I don't want to fucking do this. I don't want to send the money because I have a strong feeling that this is a scam and I'm not going to actually get the money that I deserve and I'm just going to end up losing money. Now, while 150 euro isn't like the biggest amount in the world, 150 euro just lost isn't exactly going to make me starve for the next week until I get my paycheck or anything like that, but it's still a decent amount for somebody like me who works a minimum wage paying job. You know, I'd have to work, you know, an entire week to make that money back. I make more than that in a week, but still 150 euro, it's not like a huge amount, but it's not a small amount for me to just lose for no reason. So with my suspicions just building up over time, I'm just like, okay, I really need to, you know, be careful with this, because this might very well be a scam, and I don't want to lose my money. I work hard for my fucking money. There's no way I'm just gonna throw it out there. So this person who emailed me previously said in the email that I received a confirmation from PayPal, which I did. I go and check the email, and this is the email I received. And immediately, it looks kind of legit, but then also kind of fishy at the same time. So I'm looking at this email, and it says that the payment is pending. And in the email, it shows a loading sign. And you guys can't see this in the image, but in person, when you're actually looking at the email, the little circle beside payment on pending is actually moving when I'm looking at the email myself. Now, as I said, you guys won't be able to see this in the image. And the little line that says 99% done, that says transfer current percentage done, which just doesn't even sound right. That doesn't even sound like proper grammar. That line is filling up over and over again, like you would see on like Windows XP or something like that. It just looks really fishy and just not professional at all by PayPal standards. And so I see this email and I'm thinking, you know, it kind of looks fishy, but I'm thinking to myself, okay, maybe PayPal is going to clear this up. Maybe it is actually legit, and I just need to keep reading the email and see what PayPal asked me to do. And so I read the instructions that PayPal has specifically instructed me to do in this email. They say below is a step-by-step guide on how to make the transfer. Number 1, visit the nearest Western Union office / outlet and request a Western Union sending form. Number 2, choose their money in minutes service. Number 3, enter the receiver's name and address provided below. Number 4, pay with your credit card or cash. And immediately when I saw this, I was like, okay, there is something seriously wrong here. I don't even know if this is a real email from PayPal themselves. I'm like, what the fuck? This whole thing is sketchy. It looks like a scam. It sounds like a scam. Why the fuck would I pay it with my own money? Why wouldn't they just send me the money straight up through like my bank account or something, and then have me pay with the money that they send? Why do I have to pay first and then rely on this person to send me the money afterwards? And then it says finally that you'll get a receipt. Attach an email, a scanned copy of the receipt to us / type out the details on the receipt, such as sender's name, sender's address, and MTCN, blah blah blah. It doesn't matter. Either way, this whole thing looks suspicious. I'm like, okay, I need to look more into this, because this just seems really fucking fishy. I mean, why would PayPal specifically ask me to pay out of my own pocket for shipping? It seems ridiculous. The whole thing just seemed like a scam. And I thought to myself, I'm not sending a single fucking cent until I know that this whole thing is legitimate and that this whole thing is actually going to go through like this person says it's going to go through. Another warning sign that I get is at the bottom of the email, it says, please note, questions? You may contact us by replying directly to this message. For instance, thanks for using PayPal, the safer, easier way to pay and get paid online. That just sounds fishy immediately, because normally with these types of emails from businesses and stuff like that, you don't reply to the email. It's an automated message. They don't have somebody on the other end who is going to reply to the email. It's automated. So I'm thinking to myself, if I reply to this person and it's a scam, obviously I'm not going to get what I want. I'm not going to be in contact with PayPal. And then I notice something. I notice a very small detail that immediately just convinced me that this is a scam, that this is not real. I'm going to get scammed out of my money if I follow these instructions. I look over at my inbox at where it actually says the names of the people who are emailing you, and I notice that the email from PayPal has a space in between pay and pal. PayPal is one word. It's a name. They don't email you with pay space pal. That's just not something they do. So as soon as I see this, I'm just like, okay, like I'm already convinced at this point it's a scam, but it's just adding up. More and more things are starting to be exposed. More little details that I'm noticing are starting to come out to me and convince me even more that this is a scam and it's not real, and I should just not do this. This is a bad fucking idea. I'm gonna get my money stolen. And so I'm thinking to myself, this entire time that I have been looking at this PayPal email, I haven't actually seen the email address itself. So I start clicking around, I click on the details of this email, I click on the PayPal, and I see the email, and I'm just like, okay, this is fake. 100% this is not real. Look at this email. Service with 2 eyes at itlpayp.com. Like, what the fuck? This isn't PayPal. And so at this point, I'm looking online, I'm looking on Google, and I end up searching up on Google how to verify if a PayPal email is real. And there's actually an email address that PayPal themselves have created, the real PayPal I'm talking about here. They created an email called spoof@paypal.co.uk, and if you have any suspicions of whether or not a PayPal email is fake or, you know, it's not legitimate, you can forward the email that you got from that fake PayPal over to the real PayPal at spoof@paypal.co.uk, and they will verify for you if the email is real or if the email is fake. And so I decided to forward this entire fake PayPal email over to the real PayPal to verify if it's a fake or real email. And guys, this is the nail in the coffin. I get this email right here from PayPal themselves, the real PayPal. This was the nail in the coffin. When I got an email from the real PayPal themselves saying that this was a phishing attempt, that they were trying to scam me and get my personal information or try to receive money from me, I was just like, okay, fuck that. I ended up replying to the person who wanted the guitar with this right here. I took a screenshot of the email that the official PayPal sent to me, and I wrote underneath it, "Nice try." And yep, that's pretty much the end of it. I haven't actually sent any money to this person whatsoever, which I'm so happy I didn't do, because I would have gotten scammed. Hands fucking down. There is no way this transaction would have actually went through legitimately. This was 100% a scam, and I'm so happy I decided to, you know, follow my gut instinct. I would have had my money stolen, and I'm just so fucking happy that I was, you know, smart about this. Before we wrap this video up, let's just go through the PayPal email that they ended up replying to me. They said, "Hello, Brandon Alexescu. Thank you for forwarding that suspicious looking email. You're right, it was a phishing attempt, and we're working on stopping the fraud. By reporting the problem, you've made a difference. Identity thieves try to trick you into revealing your password and other personal information through phishing emails and fake websites. To learn more about online safety, click Security Center on any PayPal webpage." Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's done. It's confirmed. This was a scam. And I'm very, very lucky and happy to say that I literally just fucking dodged a bullet. I was so close to following what this person said and just sending over the money and not thinking about it, because the entire thing leading up to when I got the PayPal email seemed sort of genuine. I didn't think that there was anything suspicious about it. But when I got that email and I saw that all of the things weren't adding up, and then I got the actual confirmation that it was a scam, I was relieved. I was like, you know what? I don't have to deal with this anymore. I'm just gonna find somebody else who is willing to buy it from me in person, or is willing to actually do a proper online transaction, you know, through my bank or something like that, and sell the guitar that way. But anyway, guys, that's the end of this story, and I'm gonna wrap this video up here. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you smack the like button. If you want to stay up to date with my content, please be sure to subscribe. I'll have my last video in the corner. If you haven't checked that out already, definitely make sure to check it out. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.